So yeah,
Real wasabi.
Real wasabi.
A real wasabi root
Okay.
is
Okay.
green.
But commonly known as a root for most people, but what you would actually call it
A
is
rhizome.
a rhizome.
Right.
Yeah. So this
That is the
grows just at the base of the plant, and
and it grows up from the ground.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, these would just barely be under the ground, and it just kind of continues on up like a stalk of a tree. Sort of.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I've been. It's
This
been.
is just would be an average size.
So you're not what?
And
You know,
how old
which
is that plant?
Oh, this plant's maybe about a year old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So, yeah, and there can be multiple. There can be multiple on a plant, but then they'd probably be more this size if there was multiple.
right. Because they'll like
When
branch
all-
out.
Yeah, so if you get all the energy going into one, it might be this size. And it could even be, quite a bit bigger than that. It all depends on the growing conditions. So,
Right.
Yeah.
And would you, if you're going to sell, is this like a common selling size product?
yeah, this would be a nice size to sell. It all depends what people want to do with them. Small size is good too because you don't actually eat a lot.
Right.
If you're with one sushi meal per person, this is probably enough for 3 or 4 people.
Yeah. So for all, if anybody's listening to this, I'm just to describe it as it's just like a green small piece of a carrot. Kind of has a bit of an apple kind of texture on the outside, and you feel it.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's kind of like layered. I guess it's kind of the roots are coming off of. This
Well, that's actually where there was leaves growing off
Oh,
of it.
okay,
And the
okay.
leaves die off, and it keeps growing up from the center.
I see.
So
I see.
it's not always. On this one's a little bit easier to see. Each of these nubules here was a leaf,
Okay.
stem and leaf coming out.
And I'll try and put up. I'll try and put up a picture that you of the other when you brought it over the wasabi plant.
Yeah,
itself.
yeah. Maybe we'll
This
get
is
some
kinda
other
cool.
pictures to edit into the.
Final version of this
Yeah,
and see what
yeah.
happens. So okay,
people can-
cool. So what's the goal here? We're actually going to try some of this stuff?
Well, absolutely.
Okay. Let's see. Now what would you- this is a specific kind of.
This is
goal.
one kind. There's several kinds of little graters.
Yeah.
So this is a nice little grater, and
So just a simple process.
simple process. You don't want to push too hard. You kind of want it to mix because what it is, I think I mentioned this before. There's 2 ingredients in this rhizome, and they need to mix. And when
Right.
those ingredients mix, that's what makes it really spicy.
Okay. Oh.
But it stays hot and spicy for 10 or 15 minutes, and then it oxygenates.
Okay.
And then it starts to lose that heat.
Right.
So it's a difficult thing to preserve.
So you'd really want to kind of have these stored on site, or
Yeah, you
in
can
a
keep one of these in the fridge for 6 or 8 weeks. They will keep a long time, but
Yeah.
you only do this for as much as you're going to eat
Right.
in a meal, unless you're going to do something different with it. And people are getting creative, and there's different ways of eating it. So
Interesting. So this you don't typically see, like we've said before on the other things, that this is not what you get when you go to get most sushi.
That's right.
Unless you're paying like say over $30 a plate, you're usually
there's
getting
only the
a
occasional
mix.
place right now in Vancouver, the Lower Mainland, that offers this as an option.
Okay.
And so, we're hoping to change that over the next few years.
And
have it
a
more
lot of
common.
your product, and we had talked that your product has been going to Japan.
Yeah,
and you
some
can-
of it's shipping to Japan, and
where they obviously have a much
but-
bigger kind of market.
they've already
Yeah.
got an established market there. Yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
and
actually
they
many.
would understand a lot more than say we would in
Yeah.
North America as far as like what real wasabi tastes like and looks like.
Yeah,
and
but there is a lot of interest here, and I am selling it throughout North America as well.
Yeah, and
As
that's
people
Mountain
are learning
View
about
Wasabi.
it.
Mountain View Wasabi.
Mountain
I'll
View
try and
Wasabi.
throw something up here.
Yeah. No, there's I continuously am getting inquiries for plants and product. I can't supply it all yet, but I'm slowly growing it, and we're working on that. So
Well, you definitely mean slowly, because I mean these plants don't grow overnight. It's not like a lot of other things. They take a substantial amount of time.
Right.
But I mean, like from what you've explained, is that the health benefit in that time is really
Time
key.
to dig in.
Yeah, okay, I know. I'm just like I'm
Time
like
to
I'm
dig
done.
in and-
Okay, I'm just gonna get a finger in there.
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, here we go. Here
Yeah.
we go. That was pretty good. Ooh.
Hey,
Now-
is it good or what?
I like it. I've had wasabi before, and I love the punch that it delivers.
Yep.
Because like now, as I explained, you probably saw me instantly kind of. I took a lot right on the nose,
Lots in the nose, yeah.
and then
Now
it
what about
kind of
afterwards
it's
with
gone.
this?
It's almost gone.
I'm just going to. Oh shoot!
It's okay.
Just,
we can
I'm
stop.
just. Okay.
Oh,
So she might call back. I don't know.
Okay.
But so you take it right on the nose, and then right after it almost starts to dissipate immediately. It's a very sharp flavor and taste, and then it comes right through the palate very quick, and it hits kind of all the sensations, and it's got a very it's very potent. It's very potent.
right, but it doesn't stick around. The real stuff, it's hard to explain, I think, sometimes. This one actually leaves you with a little bit of sweetness at the end of it.
Sure. And what
So-
specific rhizomes do we have today?
Well, yeah, this happens to be Micho,
Okay.
my newest variety.
Yeah.
And it grows very well, and it has this little bit of sweetness at the end of the flavor of it, which is
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
It's one of them, one of the four that I carry right now, and so they all have their independent characteristics.
Sure.
So
and
this
I'm
one
sure,
I've been playing around with because it's my newest one for the last few months. So.
I'm sure if we had a couple different varieties, you could explain the particulars. On
Yeah,
the
well,
taste
maybe one
palette
time
and
then I can bring all separate, and then we'll be doing a lot of tasting.
What?
And you do notice quite a difference when you do it side by side.
And I can see like now this product kind of demands a pairing, right? Like and like what I mean by that is like I could see it being paired with the right types of fish and the right types of rice. And the reason why I think a lot of sushi style has like come up is that like to just add this flavor to your palate, I could see it just as like from the chef perspective, it's kind of a natural progression into rice or a starchy type with this flavor because it's so powerful. You kind of want. And to savor it, you need a kind of a vehicle,
Right.
to go through.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, so, well, originally it was eaten with the raw fish because
Right.
it would kill bacteria.
yeah, I could see
That's
it.
traditionally what it was used for.
I could
But
definitely
it's-
tell my
but
breath smells different. I'm sure.
But it has come about to be, they've learned all the health properties of it, and the flavor of it. I never liked it at first myself, but now I quite enjoy it.
Yeah,
And so-
it's I've acquired the taste over years, and partially because you maybe had talked to me about it, and then I actually went out of my way to get that real wasabi experience.
Right.
And it is totally different.
Yeah.
Because like I can tell you that at this point, it's been a couple of minutes. My palate is completely clear
Yeah.
of any residuals of this product. Like it's not there. And you notice with horseradish-based wasabi products,
Yeah,
they're going to linger for a long period
it
of
does.
time.
Yeah, it's completely different.
And your
Yeah.
tongue, oftentimes you'll get almost like a burning, and
Right.
it almost stays with you for
Yeah.
hours after. Or
Right.
you have to clean it.
It
right?
can,
It's a
yeah.
lot. So,
Where that doesn't happen with the natural
well,
wasabi,
all
fresh
right.
wasabi.
This is quite an experience, I have to say. And you just returned from Japan, which would be earlier in the video,
Right.
And now you're starting to get this packaged and processed and shipped, and that's
Yeah, we're
interesting.
working on that. We're working on a couple of other things, possibly some local interest in it. And so, it's wintertime right now. It's not the best for harvesting, but we can pick away at it slowly here and
That's good.
looking at all the market potentials of this
So-
here locally.
Yeah, and you're Andrew, and this
Yeah.
is for Mountain View Wasabi.
View Wasabi, yeah.
It's very local. It's Cloverdale,
That's right.
Vancouver brand.
Yeah,
it's,
that's
it's
right.
good.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate what we've done here today, and I have to say I kind of mentally prepared a little bit coming into this because I was like oh,
Typically-
I'm gonna have to eat some wasabi today, and I
Typically
didn't
you're
know
not
they were
eating
gonna
it,
bring
yeah, maybe this time of the day, but it's
and
all
like
good.
by itself, it is a different experience, but
Yeah.
definitely for any aspiring chefs, definitely worth picking up the knowledge of this product on your palate, because you could be making some very different dishes
Yeah.
and things that are just entirely unique to any other spices or variants that we're getting. So
Yeah.
thank you.
You betcha.
Thank
No,
you for
that's-
driving by.
that's
So-
great.
so
Yep.
short time, but I mean it's
all good. Yeah.
Just like the product comes in fast,
In
out
and out,
fast,
done.
done.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Information laid out. Perfect. Right back.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah,
know I
Sean.
know you want to try it.